What's up, guys? This is Alex with GuitarForce.com. Today we're going to take a look at One Day by Gary Moore, and this was another supported request by Curtis, so big thanks goes out to him for the continuous support and requesting these awesome songs. Now the tablature is going to be available for purchase at GuitarForce.com for a really low price, and also I'm going to post a backing track totally free so you can pick it up and jam to it. As far as the sound, again, I was using the VST plug-in guitar rig, and I'm going to show you the picture of the preset in a moment. The tuning for this song is going to be standard, so while you're checking out the picture of the preset, I'm going to play you my low E string so you can tune up and play along with this lesson. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's take a listen to the intro part, then we'll come back close up and start the lesson. Let's check it out. Alright, so we're going to start off with the theme of the song, which is being played during the intro, and we're going to break it down into phrases. The first phrase goes like this. So we start off with the 9th fret on the G string, then we go to B, 10 to 12. Then the next note, you can either play 13 frets on the B string, or you can bend up half a step, 12th fret. Then we pick this note one more time, and then we go to high E string. Again, we have 10 to 12 on a high E, and then the next note is, again, you can either play 13 frets, or you can bend up a half step on the 12th fret. Next phrase. So we have on the B string 13 to 12, 13 on high E, and then we finish it off with the bend on the 15th fret of the B string, full step. So far we got this. Next phrase. So on the B string we have 10, 12, 13, bend up a full step, bring it down, and then play 10 to 9. Then we have a slide into the 15th fret to 13. Okay, so far we got this. Then the next part. So as we stay here on the B string, 13th fret, we then play 13, 15, and then we go to high E, 12 to 13, 13 to 12 on B, 13 on high E, and then we have again the bend on the 15th fret of the B string. So. Then we have. So it's 10, 12, 13 on a B string. Then we have bend on the 15th fret of the B string. Bring it down, play 13, 12, and slide down to the 10th fret. Alright? So there are a couple of ways how you can approach all these notes. I mean, it's not like, you have to play these. These notes are located here, so you can mess around with the other notes and find out your own way which is more comfortable to you. So this is just one way that I'm giving you. So we're gonna play again the whole theme from the start. It goes like this. Also, don't forget about the vibrato when you are playing certain notes. So this is the main theme of the song, and then we go into the first verse, and it goes like this. Alright, so during the first verse, the lead guitar is not doing much. There is a couple of licks though. The first one is being just a quick bend on the 7th fret of the G string. Bend up, bring it down, pull off to 5, and then play 7 on the D string. Then we have this double stop, which is just simply sliding into the 4th fret on the B string and the D string. We stay on it for the whole bar, and then we simply shift down 1 fret to the 3rd. And then for the rhythm guitar we have a chord progression which starts off with the low E kind of power chord, so open, low E. Then we play 2nd fret on the A, 2nd fret on the D string. And then we get into the progression. So we're going to break it down into chords. So it starts off with the A minor, but we're going to pick the A string, then the D string, and then we pick high E and the B string. Then we simply move, we fret the 3rd fret on the low E string while still keeping the same chord. So simply just moving this ring finger here, and we pick low E, D, and then again high E and B string. So we have. So we follow the rhythm guitar. After that we have these 2 chords. So this is the D minor, looking like this, and we pick the D string, then G, and then high E to B. Then we go to G7, pick it like that, so the low E string, then the D, then B to G. Then we go to C major 7, so it goes like this on the 3rd fret of the A string, then 2nd fret on the D, and then we have high E to B string, open. Okay, so C major 7. Then we go into the F major 7 chord, and we play the low E string, D, then we have high E open, and then on the 1st fret of the B string here. Okay, then we have the B minor 7, so we have looking like this, and we pick the A string, D, and then we play B to G while keeping the chord like that, and then simply adding this finger here on the 1st fret. We have E7 here, so we pick it low E, A, D and G strings, and then we get back to the beginning of the progression. So slowly it's going to be like this. Okay, so that's the chord progression during this first verse. And then after that, we play it for 2 times, and then when we play last time the low E chord after the B minor, we play just the low E string open, and we go into the theme of the song. And as you can see, it's exactly the same thing, although we're skipping the middle part. Okay, so I'm not going to explain again the whole thing. Just going to play it one more time, and in the tablature you will see and you can hear what's going on here. So it's exactly the same without the middle part. Alright, so after that we'll go into the second verse, and let's take a listen to it right now, and then we'll come back and break it down. Alright, so we're going to break down the second verse with the middle part. So we have again few licks here, a little bit more than in the first one. The first lick goes like this. So it's a pre-bend on the 7th fret of the G string. Then you bend up the string first, pick it, then bring it down, pull off to 5, and then bend up the string on the 7th fret again. And add some vibrato. Then the next lick we have. So we have again on the 7th fret of the G string a slight bend, and then we go to B5, high E5, back to the B string 8th fret, and then we have on the G string bend up, bring it down half a step, 7th fret. Pull off to 5, and then finish it off on the 7th fret of the D string. So, right after this we have A minor chord, just kind of outlining like this, and then we go again into this double stop, which is exactly the same on the 4th fret, B and the D strings, then down 1 fret to the 3rd. Then we have, so this is kind of like building up. I'm playing just power chord here, the low E power chord. And then the rhythm guitar is going again into the chord progression. It's exactly the same as we've looked at earlier, but the lead guitar is just playing some notes. It goes. So we go for the high E string, 5th fret, then on to the B we play 8, to 6, staying on these notes for a little bit longer, and then we play 5 on B. Then we have, it's again a quick lick on the G string, pick the 7th fret, then quickly bend up the string half a step, bring it down, pull off to 5, and then we have pull off again on the D string, 7 to 5. And then get back to these 4 notes again. So on the high E5, on the B we have 8, 6 to the 5th fret. Okay, so this is during the verses, the second verse. Then we go into this middle section, which starts off with. So we slide into the 5th fret on the A string, add some vibrato, and we're going to be staying on this note for a whole bar. Then we go down to the 3rd fret, again adding some vibrato and staying on this note for a whole bar. Then we go. So we're going to break up the bar into 2. So the first note on the 2nd fret of the A string for 2 beats, and then it's followed by a low E string open for 2 beats, and then we're going to 5th fret on the low E string. So we have this. So as we stay here on the 5th fret of the low E, we then have this little quick scale run. So it starts off with the slide from 5th fret to the 7 on A string. Then we go 5-7 on D, 5-7 on G, and then we have again bend whole step on the G string, 7th fret, bring it down, pull off to 5, 7 on D, so we have this. And then after this 7 on D string, we slide into the 7th fret of the G string. And we're kind of repeating these notes, but we're going to be playing them an octave higher. So 7 on G, 5, and then 4. Okay? So one more time, this middle part all together. And then again we have kind of build up on the low E string, kind of palm muted in 8 notes, picking this chord or the low E string if you want to. And then we'll go into a little kind of solo, so let's take a listen to the solo itself, and then we're gonna come back and break it down. Okay, so right after the build up on the low E string, the low E power chord, we go into the solo, and we're going to break it down into licks, phrases. So the first phrase goes like this. So sliding into the 14th frets of the G string, we then go to B, 13 to 15, and then bend up a whole step. Then gradual release, and then play 14 on the G string. Next phrase. So here on the B string, 13 frets, pick it, then bend up the note, and then we have again, which is quick bend up, full step, then go 13 to 12. And then slide out. So far we got this. Next phrase. So as we slide out from this position here, we then slide into the 5th fret on the D string, sorry, and then we play 5 to 7 on the G. Then we go to the B string playing 5. Then we have a pull off from 6 to 5 and go back to the G string 7 to 5. So then back to the 7th fret on the G string for a quarter note. Then we go to the high E. So we pick it on the 5th fret and then we play a unison bend, which is bending the B string on the 5th fret. I'm sorry, on the 8th fret. Okay, so far we got this. Sorry, one more time. And as we play the bend, after that we have, so 5 on high E, 8 to 5 on B. Then we have a quick slide from the 8th fret to the 7th, like a grace note on the G string. So from 8 to 7, excuse me, 8 to 7, then 5, and then finish it off on the 7th fret of the D string. So again, one more time, this whole phrase goes like this. Then after that we have this quick lick. So starts off with the bend on the high E string, 8th fret, then bring it down, pick the notes and bend it up again. So we do it for 2 times. And then we have 5 on high E, 8 on B, back to 5 on high E. Then we have a quick pull off, 8 to 5 on the B string. Then we go quick bend on the G string, 7th fret, and we go to B5, high E5. Then again we have a pull off on the B string, 8 to 5. 7 on G, 5 on B. Then we have, so it's a pull off 7 to 5 on the G string, 7 on D. Then we have this rolling motion, 7 on G, back to 7 on D, and then we have quick 5 to 7 on G. So slowly it would be like this. And then after that we have, so it's a bend on the G string, 7th fret, bend up, bring it down, pull off to 5, and then pick 2 times 7th frets on the D string. Then pick 5th fret on the G string and slide out. Okay. Then after that, after the slide, we have. So as we slide down from the 5th fret on the G string, we then slide back to the 8th fret on the G string, and then go for the high E, 8 to 7. On the B string we have 10. Then we have 7 on G, and then on the 10th fret of the B string we have, so it's a bend up. Then we go bring it down, then play 10 to 9, and then back to the 10th fret. So this last phrase altogether goes like this. And we finish the solo with this note, staying on it for a while. And then we have the last part of the song. So let's take a listen to that, and then we'll come back and break it down. Okay, so as we finish off the solo with the 10th frets on the B string, we then have a few notes being played during the verses, the last verse. So we add just the first note is going to be on the G string, 9th fret. Stay on it for quite some time. Then we have a quick little lick, which is. So one more time. So it's on the high E, 5, B, 5. Then we have on G. Again, 7th fret, bend up, bring it down, pull off to the 5th fret. Again, stand on these notes for quite some time, and then again, one more time, adding this on the G string, 9th fret. And then after that, we go into the theme of the song again, and it's practically the same, at least the beginning, so it goes. So as we get here to the 13th fret, I'm not going to explain again the whole thing, as you know, it's exactly the same as in the beginning. So as we get to the 13th fret on the high E, we're going to be staying on it for 2 beats. And then we add this phrase, which is on the B string, 12th to 13 to 15, and then we have 2 bends. And staying on this note until the end of the phrase. And then again we repeat the first part of the theme. So again, as we get to the 13th fret of the high E, we then have this. So it's 12 on B, and then we'll go to the high E string, 15 to 13, and then again we have 2 bends on the 15th fret of the B string. Now from here onwards the song fades out, but because the backing track is still going on, we can add some more licks. So the last again theme is going to be like this. So here we're going to be changing the position, so sliding into the 5th fret on the B string, then we'll go 5 to 7 on high E, and then here again we're going to be bending the 7th fret of the high E string half a step, and we're going to be doing it for 4 times, and then the last time. So it's a quick, after the bend we have quick hammer on pull off 5, 7, 5 on high E, and then we play 8 to 6 on the B string, and then we go into bend on the G string, 7th fret. So we bend it up once, and then we have 2 more, but it's going to be a unison bend, so include the B string as well while bending up the 7th fret of the G string. And we bend it up. The last one is going to be for 2 beats, so all together one more time. Then we have this phrase. So here on the B string we're going to be doing some pull-offs to the open string, and we have like a little sequence here. So it starts off from the 12th fret, and it's also going to be in sextuplets, so 6 notes per beat. So we have 12, pull off to open, and then pick it one more time. Okay? And then we go down to the 10th fret, and we're going to be using the same technique. So pick it, pull off, and then pick it the open string again. So we have this. Then we go to the 9th fret, and then back to the 10th fret, 9, 5, and then go back up to the 10th fret, 12, and then bend up on the 12th fret of the B string. So one more time, slowly, all of this phrase all together. So as we bend the string up half a step, we then have. So just a quick scale run here, again with kind of sequencing. So 15 to 12 pull off on high E, 15 on B, back to high E, 12th. Then we have 2 pull-offs, 15 to 13 on the B string, 14 on G, back to B string 13, and then the last pull-off is going to be on the G string, 14 to 12. So we have this. So as we play the last pull-off on the G string, we then go into the right into the bend on the 14th fret of the G string, bend up, and as you bend it up, then pick the B string on the 15th fret and play the bend one more time. And then finish off with the 12th fret on the G string. Then we have, so it's a triplet. It's going to be on the G string 14, then we go to B 13 to 15. And we go into the bend on the 15th fret, full step on the B string. Gradual release, and then we have, which is 13, 12, 13 on the B string. Then we have, so again on the B string we have 10 to 12, and it's a half step bend. Then we play 12, 10, 9. And then the last phrase is going to be, so sliding on the A string into the 7th fret, and then we play 7, 9, 7 on the D. So altogether this last part goes like this. Alright guys, so that was it for this lesson. Hope you liked it. If you did like it, please hit the thumbs up button. It helps the channel grow. Also comment, share, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar lessons. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.